हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम बाउंडेड एंड अनबाउंडेड सीक्वेंस के कुछ एग्जांपल्स डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है, विच आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द एग्जांपल्स विच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द लास्ट लेक्चर, दैट इज लेक्चर नंबर 3. ओके, so on the basis of the bounds of the sequence we can decide if it is a bounded sequence or an unbounded sequence, or bounded below or bounded above sequence, or unbounded below or unbounded above sequence. Okay, let's start with the first example. An is equals to 1 plus 1 upon n to the power n. If we take n is equal to 1, we'll get the first term of the sequence. Here when we put n is equal to 1, we get 2. ठीक है, जब हम n is equal to 2 put करेंगे, we'll get the second term of the sequence, which is 9/4. Now look at the terms of the sequence. See, first term 2 है, second 9/4 है, which is greater than 2. It means the terms of the sequence are keep on increasing as n is increasing. Okay, so to find the upper bound of the sequence, we'll take the limit. So let's find the limit. N tends to infinity an. So we have this limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n to the power n, और we already know कि ये किसकी लिमिट होती है? The limit of this is e. Okay, so now we got the bounds for this sequence an. Lower bound is 2, upper bound is e. So it means it is a bounded sequence because both the bounds exist for this sequence. Now let's come to the second example. an is equals to 1 upon 2 to the power n. तो वही हम वही पैटर्न स्टार्ट करेंगे कि विल लुक एट द टर्म्स ऑफ द सीक्वेंस और विल ऑब्जर्व द टर्म्स ऑफ द सीक्वेंस when we put n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. ठीक है, so start by n is equal to 1, we get a1 is equal to 1/2, n is equal to 2, a2 1/4, which is less than a1, n is equal to 3, we get a3, which is 1/8, which is less than a2. Okay, which is less than a2. So it means the terms of the sequence are decreasing as n is increasing. So what we need to find, we have to find the lower bound for this sequence, because the upper bound is 1/2 or any number which is greater than 1/2. Okay, so let's find the limit when n is tending to infinity. So when we put n tends to infinity, 2 to the power n tends to infinity or becomes infinity. So 1 upon infinity is 0. So what it means, the lower bound for this sequence is 0 and the upper bound is 1/2, which is attainable. Okay, or we can say an is between 0 and 1. Lower bound is 0, upper bound 1. So it is a bounded sequence. We can see because both the bounds exist for this particular sequence. Now come to the example 3. an is equals to 2n plus 3 upon 3n plus 4. अब इस सीक्वेंस की बाउंडेडनेस चेक करने के लिए हम दो मेथड डिस्कस करेंगे. पहला, जिसमें कि हम ऑब्जर्व करते हैं टर्म्स ऑफ द सीक्वेंस व्हेन n इज इंक्रीजिंग, और सेकेंड मेथड बाय यूजिंग सम लॉजिक will find the lower bound and upper bound of the sequence. Okay, so let's start with first method. n is equal to 1 put करेंगे, so we'll get the first term of the sequence 5/7, which is 0.71428. n is equal to 2 put करेंगे, a2 is equal to 7/10, which is 0.7. n is equal to 3 put करेंगे, n/13, which is 0.69. n is equal to 4 के लिए we get a4, which is 11/16 or 0.6875. Now we can see that as n is increasing, the terms of this sequence are what? Decreasing. So what we have to find? We have to find the lower bound, because the upper bound is a1 itself. Okay, or any number which is greater than 0.71428 will be the upper bound. Okay, now let's find the limit. When n is tending to infinity, we have this 2n plus 3 upon 3n plus 4. We can easily find the limit, and limit is equals to 2/3. Okay, so the bounds for this sequence are, lower bound is 2/3, upper bound is 5/7. So because both the bounds exist, so the sequence is bounded. Now let's discuss the second method. An is given to us 2n plus 3 upon 3n plus 4. We'll start by taking 1 minus an. Okay, let's find this 1 minus an. So 1 minus 2n plus 3 upon 3n plus 4. If we simplify this, what we get n plus 1 upon 3n plus 4. Okay, which is greater than 0. Okay, now 1 minus an is greater than 0. So what it means? An is less than 1. And because 2n plus 3, because n is a positive number, so this is also positive. 3n plus 4, this is also positive because n is a positive number. So their ratio will always be positive. Okay, so what it means? An is less than 1 and it is greater than 0. So the bound exists for an here. Now again, this is a bounded sequence we have already seen in the method 1. Now let's discuss the next example, which is an is equals to n upon n square plus 1. Okay, an is n upon n square plus 1. Now we know that n is positive, n square plus 1 is positive, so their ratio will always be positive. So it is greater than 0 for all values of n. Now let's use some logic. N is less than equals to n square. We know that n square is less than n square plus 1 for any value of n or for all values of n. Now what we'll do, we'll divide by n square plus 1 in this inequality. Okay, so we have n upon n square plus 1, n square upon n square plus 1, and this becomes 1. Now the first term, this n upon n square plus 1 is an. Okay, so an is less than 1 and an is greater than 0. So here an is a bounded sequence. So we have found bounds for the sequence, which shows that it is a bounded sequence. Now I hope that these examples will help you to understand the topic in a better way. Okay, so thank you for watching, and if you like the video, then please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.